So now guys, we're going to take a look at another lapel situation that could arise when we are in our lapel underhook de la Riva. So again, I'm always aiming for this lapel feed for the moment. And I use my far side hook here, again, to weight shift away from me. This time Paige lands on her knee. She wants a little bit more stability. A lot of people will opt to try and go down on their knees to try and kind of eliminate a bit of space that will prevent me from shooting triangles and such. So in this sort of position, it's a little bit more difficult for me to get to the triangle, and sometimes a little bit hard for me to get to the X guard positions that we looked at earlier. So what we're going to do from here, I'm going to allow my underhook to slide up to hip level. So again, I have now a different structure of support here and a different connection to Paige. Right now, my right foot is still a distance management foot. So I'm just kind of tracking where her leg is and maintaining this amount of space. I'm still going to try and attempt to get the triangle just to create an upper body reaction where she'll kind of like flinch here. That allows me to get enough time to grab the knee sleeve. So with my right hand, I'm just grabbing inside of the knees. So from here, I'm going to kind of momentarily try and get a closed guard or as close to a closed guard position as possible. And from here, I'm going to use a little bit of a body tilt by simply moving my hips to the left side to kind of get her to sit back in this position. Once I'm ready to finalize the position, our main objective here is to move towards a mount. So with my right foot, I'm going to plant it on the mat, continue to bump her in seated position and holding on the lapel feed nice and tight. I'm going to start leaning to my left side and trying to lean and progress towards this diagonal in the space to emulate again what would be the hip bump sweep movement. So I'm here, I hip bump and I end up in the top position, again still the lapel feed. So if we look at that one more time, I'm in my underhook with the lapel feed, and I'm weight shifting away from me. I'm still in the front space of Paige, but she decides to land on her knee. No issues. I'm going to allow this leg to go towards the hip. So I have this hip hook available. Now, I'm going to still pretend to try and shoot for the triangle. So she flinches. It gives me enough time to grab by the knee sleeve with my right hand. Again, I'm going to try and get my closed guard here. But even if I can't reach, it's totally fine. What I need to do is try and bump enough and move my body in such a way that I get her butt to the mat. So from here, I'm going to square up with her a little bit and also do this little pressing motion that gets her to sit back on her butt. I plant my right foot on the mat. I'm going to continue to hip bump in this direction that allows me to get on the top to the mount position.